call-only campaigns are one of the most recent campaign types which Google has released. And the thinking behind a call-only campaign is really fantastic, especially for small businesses in the service industry. The way it works is very straightforward. Your ads show to people who are on mobile devices, primarily smartphones, which can make phone calls. And instead of giving people on those devices the option to click through to your website, the only thing that they can do from your ad is initiate a phone call to you. And you're only paying when they touch your ad or click on your ad, tap your ad on their phone. So theoretically, you're only paying per phone call, which is a super concept. I'll show you how to create call-only campaigns and then give you a couple tips and kind of strategy ideas behind call-only campaigns as well. So to create one, you first go to create a new campaign in your AdWords account. We're on the Campaigns tab, click the red campaign button, and go to Search Network Only. And call-only campaigns are a subtype of search network-only campaigns. So here you can see they're listed in this over here, bottom option. Select call-only, and then name your campaign something. In this instance, we're just going to call it call-only. And then you can select basically all of the other options just the same as if you were creating a normal search campaign. The only difference is that Google is only going to show your ads on devices which can initiate a phone call. You got a couple bid strategy options here. You can see a bunch of different options. I'm going to go with manual max CPC instead of default bid of say $3. Put my budget in here and just move forward, and you can schedule your ads to only show during times when you can accept phone calls, which makes a lot of sense. We'll hit save and continue. Alright, and then the structure for your call-only campaign is exactly the same as for search campaign. You create ad groups, you put the same keywords in there. Once again, the only difference is what devices they're showing on and what the ad itself looks like. So let's just put an ad group name in there. All right, so you'll see the ad. This is where we can create an ad. The options are a little bit different than for a search ad. First of all, you put your business name. And this is something that often does not show in the ad, but Google might show it in the ad instead of showing your phone number in the headline, which you can see a preview of over here. So you have to enter your business name. Obviously, you have to enter your phone number. Let's see if they'll accept a test phone number there. And then a big difference between call-only ads and search ads is that you're not actually writing a headline. Instead of a headline, your phone number will display. So you just write a description line number 1, a description line number 2. You do put your URL, display URL there, and you can put some keywords there if you want to in the display URL. And then you can put a verification URL. Now, this is not required. It depends how you do things. There are a couple of different ways that Google verifies that you actually are using a valid phone number. One way is if you use your phone number here in the ad, and that's the same number as the phone number you use on your website, then you can put a verification URL here, and Google will crawl your website, make sure those phone numbers match, and then let you show things. If you want to use a different phone number in your ad, so say, for example, you're using a call tracking solution, then you can link Google AdWords with the Google Search Console, which used to be called Google Webmaster Tools, which basically tells Google that you do have authority to make changes to your website, that you own your website, and then Google will accept that your phone number in your ad is a valid phone number. And then you can select to report conversions if you want in your AdWords account to count phone calls as conversions. And obviously you put your keywords in here. Let's just put a real quick test keyword there. Boom. Got the default bid. All right, and move forward, set up billing later. All right, so they won't accept that phone number because obviously it's not a real phone number, but you get the idea. And as soon as I would hit set up billing later, it would just take us to a normal campaign structure where you'd see your keywords, you see your call-only ads, and so forth. Now, a couple things about strategy behind call-only ads. The concept is fantastic. The execution sometimes leaves something to be desired. In my experience, call-only ads and campaigns tend to have fairly significantly higher CPCs than comparable search campaigns. And Google kind of admits that they may artificially inflate the CPCs a little bit because you are receiving an actual call, an actual value, as opposed to just somebody clicking to your website. So there is that to keep in mind. Now, still, when you consider your conversion rate, how many people who click on an ad to your website actually call you, compared to how many calls you might receive from a call-only campaign, you're still probably going to have a much cheaper CPA, cost per acquisition, from a call-only campaign than from a search campaign. But do be prepared for higher CPCs and be prepared to bid higher accordingly. Also, one issue I've seen with call-only campaigns is that they tend to have lower impressions than comparable search campaigns. We're still trying to figure out exactly how the algorithms work and kind of decide what to show when, but I have had issues with some small businesses in just getting enough traffic to their call-only campaigns to actually drive any kind of volume of calls to you. So keep those two things in mind, but call-only campaigns are definitely worth testing, and they can be very effective for your small business.